Hello and welcome to the Dr. Crypto channel. Today I'm going to just tell about Bitcoin in brief. What is Bitcoin? So I'll just start with the audio. Okay. So a Bitcoin is a technology which was created in 2009. Okay. It was created just a year after the financial crisis which happened in 2008, and the main purpose behind of Bitcoin was not having the control of monetary policy and power with the government, central banks, and the main big politicians and powerful people basically. So there was a pseudonymous creator of Bitcoin named Satoshi Nakamoto, who published the white paper of Bitcoin in 2008, okay, in which he had mentioned about the Bitcoin working, about how it is a peer-to-peer technology based on decentralization. So the Bitcoin was launched in 2009. Okay, the first block of Bitcoin, which is called the Genesis block, was mined by Satoshi himself, and he mined the first Genesis block. So what is a block? Okay, so we'll go to the blockchain technology in brief. Blockchain technology is basically a distributed decentralized ledger database basically. So it is operated by various nodes or computers, okay, which keep a record of all the datas, and Bitcoin was based on that. So Bitcoin basically, it is said that it solves a complex unsolved computer science problem called the Byzantine generals problem. But as stated by Vitalik Buterin, that it actually doesn't solve that problem. It solves the problem of crypto economics. So basically crypto economics is concepts of traditional economics, mathematical game theory, computer science, and cryptography, okay, all linked together, okay, and like that is the main thing which was created, Bitcoin. Okay, so crypto economics is it's actually like an accountant. The Bitcoin acts as an accountant and also as a validator. So we should ask, who does this accountancy thing and validator thing? Accountancy as in keeping a balance sheet of distributed ledger of all the buy and sell data, and validating meaning to check whether it is correct or not. Validating as in it checks if somebody tries to do a malicious transaction. It tries to check with other nodes whether it's a malicious transaction or is a legit one. So in a blockchain technology, there are various blocks which are linked together, hence the blockchain. So what's a block? A block is actually it's composed of the following things. It has a hash, nonce, previous hash. It has a previous hash with the previous block, this, and the block number. This is what makes a block, and also the main content of the block. So what all the nodes do? The nodes work as solving for computation problem. Okay, basically what is the thing? They want to get a hash for the block. Okay, so they want to create a hash by doing trial and error method, which is not possible by human, so the computers do the job. Okay, so this is done by various computers using graphic cards. Okay, and using high amount of electricity. So what they are trying to do is they are trying to this is which is done by miners, somebody calls Bitcoin miners. They are trying to mine bitcoins. Okay, they're trying to mine bitcoins. So what is mining of Bitcoin? Okay, so let's go to the Satoshi, which I talking about in 2009. Satoshi mined the first Genesis block. Okay, and and he had got. So what is mining? Basically, miners are people who validate a transaction and who keep a record of it and do the accounting part of it with the help of their computers. And if they are able to validate a transaction and they are able to add a block to the blockchain, they are awarded, okay, by the server with bitcoins. Okay, even that is one thing they get. And another thing which they get is the transaction fees which is done but the transaction which occurs, the fees also they receive. Okay, so initially the Bitcoin rewards with 50 bitcoins, okay, for solving each block. Then this event called as Bitcoin halving. So Bitcoin halving happens roughly every 4 years, in which the Bitcoin rewards are slashed into half. So it was initially 50, then 25, 12.5, then 6.25, and so on. Okay, so it will currently it is 6.25. so next halving mostly it will happen in 2000, not mostly, it will be happening in 2024, because next previous halving was 2020, next in 24 it will be happening. So that time the Bitcoin this rewards will be slashed into half, this 3.25. okay, so yeah, so what happens? So Bitcoin is basically depends on economics of demand and supply chain. Okay, so what is that? So Bitcoin is just seen as an analogy to gold in physical world. It's considered as a digital gold. Like actually it was said that Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Okay, currency means it can be used for transactions, day-to-day transaction, but actually it is a limited role in that, because for each block to mine, the Satoshi has created such a code that for each block to mine it will take 10 minutes. Okay, so that depends on the difficult, I'll go into that later, sorry. Okay, it will take 10 minutes. Okay, so it is not possible through this what is that, normal transaction, not possible, because Visa and PayPal, other things are much faster than that. So since then it has got a reputation of store of value. Okay, so what does Bitcoin, like for example I'm sending an email to somebody sending a pic. Okay, so why can't I attach money to that, to my email, and send it digitally, like how we are sending through the payment methods by using a third party app? Okay, either there's a banks involved, there's some other intermediary involved, but here in Bitcoin there's no intermediary involved. There's a peer-to-peer transaction, person to person. Okay, it's a fully decentralized, there's no central authority involved. So how does it do that without the need of any third party? So basically what it does, it's like, first I'll tell you like what talking about email, right? So email, for the example, if I want to send up emails to somebody, I can do it with an email, I can attach it. Why can't I do it with money? Okay, there's a problem called a double spending problem. So basically double spending problem is means for example, particular $1 is this. So you can use that dollar to pay two people. Okay, for example, if you have $1 and you have purchased something from here of $1, something from other shop for $1, so you can use that dollar two times if this if our internet was involved and any other third party is not involved. So that's a double spending problem which Bitcoin solves, okay, by see what it does basically is the hash which is created for each transaction is publicly published, and it's viewed by everybody, which can be changed, because hence it is called immutable. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to do is cover as much as possible in short amount of time, so bear with me. And okay, we'll move forward. Next about Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin, yeah, it was considered a store of value. So I was talking about supply and demand. Okay, so currently the capped supply of a Bitcoin, I mean total amount of Bitcoin that can be ever mined, is capped at capped at 21 million Bitcoins. So total Bitcoins can be 21 million. No more Bitcoins can be ever made. Okay, so same is it's like a gold, how much ever it is, total will be how much ever it is in the world, okay, it will be that amount of gold. There can be no artificial gold created in lab. Okay, that's the whole concept over here comparing to digital gold. So 21 million, okay, this is created by the miners. Okay, yeah, so currently in circulation there is around 18.5 currently going on, and total 18.5, there are no total 18.5. Many of the wallets addresses are lost by the people. So most of the Bitcoin, some of the Bitcoins are also lost by people, okay, forever. So the supply is very less. Okay, if you compare the whole population, the supply is very less. Okay, 21 million is very less as compared to the total population, if you see. Okay, so yeah, so 21 million is a fixed supply. So as the days pass, since if the demand increases of it, okay, which will increase, okay, because as more and more people understand what it is, people want to own it. Okay, so as the demand increases, okay, the supply is the same. Okay, demand will increase and the price will increase. So that's the whole concept. It's a deflationary token, Bitcoin. Next thing, okay, I want to talk about tokenomics. So what is tokenomics? So it's an economics, okay, microeconomics basically of a token in relation to cryptocurrency. Okay, so tokenomics. So tokenomics is basically like how much percent is allocated to investors and like how much is given to the VCs in cryptocurrency world, I mean, okay, and how much is available for the public and etc. So Bitcoin it was a fair launch. Okay, there's no pre-sale involved. Okay, so everybody got a fair chance to own a Bitcoin. Okay, it was very difficult in those days to own a Bitcoin, but yeah, so because only the people who were involved in computer science, okay, and who knew the technology, they only were the owners. Okay, also the people involved in cyber crimes also, unfortunately, like they also used the Bitcoin. For example, the Silk Road. Okay, but the Silk Road, this is other topic for another day, but I'm just telling you the Silk Road personnel, I mean the Silk Road, the guy who created it, he was finally arrested, and you won't believe me, it was due to the Bitcoin technology itself that he was very easy to trace. So basically he used Bitcoin, okay, to take payments from the Silk Road for the drugs and all the guns, weapons. But then since the Bitcoin, as I said for you, is a pseudonymous technology, so it's not anonymous. So all the addresses which are available on the public ledger, all the hashes, they can be tracked, okay, the person who is doing the transactions if something illegally suspected. That's how he was caught. That's another story of Bitcoin. Okay, so one more thing about Bitcoin is it was created after the this financial crisis happened in 2008. Okay, so basically we had a macroeconomic bull run, okay, in S&P 500 and this one this Nasdaq, S&P 500 and stocks. Basically bull run we had from 2009 to 2020 before the COVID crash happened. So it was Bitcoin was born in that era. So Bitcoin has always seen a rise. Okay, so from almost like 0.0001, how it had reached to $69,000. It's a massive gains basically, and it was born in a bull run. So currently, after the inflation which has occurred, okay, after the COVID which occurred, there has been a lot of money into circulation. Okay, hence the Bitcoin price pumped. Yes, I can say that. But now the problem is there's a bear market which has come. Okay, and the stocks also have gone into bear market. This is the first time the Bitcoin is come into a macroeconomic crisis condition. So it's very interesting to see how Bitcoin reacts to this. Yes. Next, okay, Bitcoin. One more thing I want to tell you about concept about it. Bitcoin. This Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, he had a concept of blockchain trilemma. Okay, which included this decentralization, security, and scalability. These are the trilemma. Means you can only solve two of the problems of this triangle. Third problem has to be compromised. So Bitcoin solves the problem of security and decentralization. So it is decentralized. Okay, no party can own it. Okay, I mean no party can control it. Okay, and security is very secure. Never has been Bitcoin hacked. Okay, that's the fact. Okay, and scalability part it lacks. That what is scalability? Scalability is basically the transactions which can be done on that. Okay, throughput basically transaction, and anything scalable as in if any programs can be built on it, which is not possible in Bitcoin because it's very very slow. Okay, so programs to run you need a fast network. Okay, I'll talk about Ethereum in some other time, but this is only dedicated to Bitcoin. Okay, anything else I want to tell about Bitcoin is yeah, that is basic Bitcoin. Yeah, I want to end my lecture. Yeah, if you liked it, put a subscribe button, just put a like on it, my video. Yeah, thank you so much.